Alright. The 13-year-old who killed her mom to be with her girlfriend. Now let's see what this video talking about, chat. Oh my gosh. Let's get it.
When two girls in their young teens became friends and eventually got into a relationship, their text messages grew darker and darker. Finally, they came to discuss murder of a family member.
Let me move this right here, actually.
This story takes us way back to 2017 and really shows you what can happen when kids on social media go awry. While most kids out there are just talking with their friends about mundane topics, probably making crude jokes and cursing to be fair, some of them out there are talking about things much more sinister. And you might not even know what that thing is until it's already too late for you. Anna Schroeder was born on July 3rd of 2002. Anna, her sister Kayleen,
so she 1 year older than me,
and their brother were born to a pretty bad mother from different fathers. The mother wasn't known for being great at taking care of the kids. She would often dump them off on whoever she could. One day she got the idea to hire a babysitter to come watch them, knowing that she had no intention of ever picking them up again. The babysitter continued to care for the kids, but by the time they had been with her for 48 hours, she knew something was up. To make matters worse, the brother needed to be fed with a feeding tube, and this babysitter wasn't even shown how to do it. So the 5-year-old Kayleen had to help.
What? Hold on. Let me get this straight. So you gonna get a babysitter, and you know that your child has kind of complications, or they might need this certain thing, and you don't teach the babysitter how to but you still trust the babysitter to take care of your kid? I don't get it. I don't know. Let me just continue with the video, bro. Maybe let me know.
Out. Seeing how wrong this was, the babysitter called the cops. It goes without saying that CPS got involved, and soon enough, all of the siblings were put into foster care.
GG's.
Enter Daryl and Peggy Schroeder. They had been trying to conceive for quite some time with no luck. Over the years, they had a few failed pregnancies and even some failed IVF treatments. Completely out of luck, they decided to try fostering some kids with the intention to adopt. When they applied, they were licensed, but for 2 kids only. It wasn't too long before they got a call about Anna and her siblings. On March 17th, 2004, when Anna was 2 and Kayleen was 5, the kids and the parents met for the first time. Unfortunately, due to their license, the Schroeders could only pick 2 of the kids. After thinking on it for a while, they picked the 2 girls. Ever since that day, the 2...
So basically they adopted. Okay, cool.
2 girls never left their custody. Eventually, they fully adopted them. Anna was a quiet kid. She had a few friends growing up, but they came and went, nothing serious. This didn't help with her abandonment issues. As she got older, her relationship soured a bit with her sister. When she started kindergarten, her parents realized she was having some serious emotional issues. They got some professional help for her, and she began getting some medication for ADHD.
They got harmed. I think that's what they implying, Cloudy. I ain't gonna lie. No, I'm gonna say that for later.
When she was about 5 years old. When Anna was in 5th grade, Daryl and Peggy decided to get divorced. Anna took it very hard.
Oh, that's tough.
She ended up failing 5th grade and got held back. She felt that she was the reason for the divorce, although she wasn't even a factor. Nothing the parents said, however, could convince her otherwise. Initially, the parents had split custody, but Daryl and Kayleen's relationship had gotten much worse over time. Due to something unspecified that Kayleen had done, she was no longer allowed in Daryl's home. Anna wanted to stay with her sister, so she chose to primarily stay at
Wait, what? So due to something that she did, now she's not allowed to stay in the home. Now, I don't know what type of crazy motherfucking shit that little sis did. I actually have no clue, because what could be bad enough, you can't even come back over here? I guess, stealing something, that'd be my first thought. If you stole something, it's probably nah, it's chopped cheese for you, gang.
Peggy's house in Morrison, Illinois. After Kayleen turned 18, she decided that she wanted to leave the house and got out as quickly as she could. Even though Anna and Kayleen didn't really get along, Anna still wanted her to be around, so she had a hard time dealing with this. Anna got more quiet and stayed in her room more often. She did have friends, but she had a hard time sticking with them. She tried taking dance classes, but they ended up more or less the same, with Anna changing studios multiple times before finally giving up. What she really wanted was someone who would stick around, someone she could confide in.
So that's where they gonna segue into her and the girlfriend. Okay. Type shit. Cool story so far. I can tell early though, this probably finna get kind of ugly. I mean, it said 14-year-old who killed her mom to be with her girlfriend. So this already finna get muddy. I don't know. Let's see what's going on.
Anna eventually met a girl named Rachel Helm. Anna was always kind of more of a follower. She went with the flow, doing what her friends wanted to do and failing to speak up for herself much of the time. Rachel was very much the opposite, being more of the domineering, assertive type. While the two started out as friends, their relationship gradually developed into something more romantic. That stage of teenage experimentation began, and the two got more close. Rachel eventually started dating a woman named Michelle in 2016. While they weren't married yet, they were effectively a married couple. Anna actually loved her new stepmom, and it seemed things were on the upswing, but not for long. Over time, Anna had gotten more depressed and less confident. At some point in time, she tried to end her life by slashing her arms multiple times. She ended up being taken to the hospital where her parents came out to meet her. At the hospital, Peggy, Daryl, and Michelle came to a discussion about what they would do about Anna. This was when Rachel walked into the hospital with her mother. Rachel pushed past the family, firmly stating, "Hi, Anna wants me here," although Anna hadn't been in the condition to call her out there. Anna's family got a lot more serious about her mental health after that incident, but the problem was Anna's doctors changed over and over again, leaving the family with no choice but to re-explain the whole thing and basically start over each time. This made making some real progress pretty difficult.
What? So she got like memory loss, like every time they teach her this shit, like she just up and forget it again. I know that has to be tough. That's like fucking that Adam Sandler movie. I know y'all seen that whole that 50 First Dates. Hey, if y'all haven't seen that movie, you need to grow up, nigga. You need to go watch that movie right now. Adam Sandler, probably my top 3 favorite actors. Yeah, top 3 for sure. Top 3. If y'all want the list, I might give it to y'all, but it's gonna have to be a later date. Movie fire. See, Cloudy knows what the fuck going on. Shout out Cloudy in the chat, man.
By this time, all of the parents noticed that Anna and Rachel were appearing more as girlfriends than friends. They discussed how to deal with the budding romance behind closed doors. While none of them necessarily opposed the relationship, they did decide to impose some normal teenage rules. For example, if the girls were at each other's homes, they wouldn't be allowed in the bedroom with the door shut. After all, they were 14 and 15 years old. When the new rules came about, Rachel took them much harder than Anna did. She felt that Peggy didn't approve of their relationship, despite the fact that they were allowed to date. She was pretty infuriated that the two wouldn't be having any bedroom time together. The two girls began to feel that Peggy was purely against their gay relationship, despite the fact that Daryl imposed the same rules upon them.
Well, nah, gang, it's just, see, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like having those types of relationships are normal. But the problem I'm seeing where it's kind of getting twisted, cause let's say it's a girl, right? Let's say it's just a little girl that's in school, whatever, and she has a boyfriend. The parents not letting her be in the room with the boy alone for a reason, like, you feel me? With the door closed, because they know what's gonna happen. They trying to prevent that. So if they know if they know that you're gay, like, they gonna try and do the same thing, keep you from cracking in their house at least. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm seeing where this is going, and this is finna get very sad. Mom should have just stayed out the way.
Anna was in a pretty bad place, mentally and emotionally. She tended to confide all of her problems to Rachel as she became her rock. Rachel, supportive as she was, didn't always have Anna's best interests in mind. She fantasized about running away together, away from Peggy, and living happily ever after. Rachel continued to fear that Peggy didn't or wouldn't accept the relationship. She and Anna would text about this frequently over texting and social media. One night, Anna expressed her dark desires for the first time, saying, "I've actually thought about killing my mom. Please don't think I'm crazy."
Oh yeah, GG's. And see, they young, so they dumb. They just over there texting about it, and all the text messages getting saved, and it's just, they chopped. I just want to know, did they really think that they was just going, like, how do people have fantasies like that and then go like, nah, we actually could just off my mind and nothing would happen? Like, bro, this isn't 1919. Like, you couldn't even get away with this in the 1950s and 60s. Now, you might could. I might be yapping. I'd say around the 70s and 80s, you're going to have like some type of power or know what you're doing to get away with something like this. But in this generation, like right now, no.
To her surprise, Rachel responded with, "I could help," adding, "I hate that bitch. No offense. I want to kill her just so I can have you."
Well, I don't know which is crazier. Girl number one saying that she wants to kill her own mom, or girl number two saying, "Yeah, I hate that bitch." Y'all are crazy.
Then we can stay at the house together. Later on, Anna returned to the topic. She asked for advice, saying, "I don't know how to do it, Rachel. Tell me your ideas. Lol." Rachel then suggested that Anna put some poison in her food, suggesting that they try either bleach or drain cleaner.
Oh yeah, they cook. This is premeditated. Yeah, they cook.
Rachel's main concern wasn't really the romantic part of the relationship, it was the physical part. After all, the two were allowed to date, they just weren't allowed to be in a bedroom together. She made this more clear in various texts, such as one that reads, "I can't stand this. She needs to die soon. I can't take not seeing you. It hurts. But when she dies and it's over with, I can do something."
Wait, hold on. So I think they made it perfectly clear now. The mom isn't even against the relationship. She ain't even against the relationship. She just don't want y'all cracking in her house. That's the only thing she asking you. That's the only thing. Let's see how this plays out, bro. This is ridiculous.
Something equals Anna without getting caught. Over the few months they were together, they began to really lean into the plan to poison Peggy. Anna said that she would leave a note on the counter saying that she was going to run away. She felt that if the police were to see this, they would assume that Peggy had ended her own life due to the sadness of Anna being gone. By the end of June of 2017, the messages related to killing Peggy were becoming more and more frequent, taking up a good portion of the time the two spent talking. During this time, Anna decided to do some research online.
Let's go, Wyatt.
She made the age-old mistake of making her intentions clear within her Google searches, hitting up queries like, "Does someone die when shot in the head? Children killing their parents? Daughters..."
Oh my god, so these kids were really like, I mean, I can't say they just super dumb, because I don't think my 14-year-old self would be able to do no crazy shit like this either, kill somebody and get away with it. But I know well I wouldn't be looking it up on Google and then leaving all these text messages around. Like, come on, bruh. What are y'all thinking?
Who kill moms, and simply how to kill someone. On June 30th at around midnight, Rachel once again made her intentions very clear. When Anna said that she wanted to meet up, she sent a message that simply said, "I will, but your mom has to be dead or gone, sadly. We can't meet up until your mom is gone, 'cause I would fuck you a lot." A few days later,
Bruh, it's starting to seem like the girl whose mom it is, she don't even really want to do it. It's just the girlfriend is like, "Nah, we gotta get her out the way," cause she really, like, I ain't gonna lie, it sounds like she thirsty. She down bad. She down bad. She down bad. She down bad. She down horrendous. She trying to convince her 14-year-old girlfriend to kill her own mom so that they could live in the house together. Shh, cooked.
on July 3rd, Anna turned 15 years old.
This is what happens when you don't get whoopings, bruh. This is what happens when you don't get whoopings. You don't get no crazy punishments, nothing. This is what happens.
She hung out with her father and Michelle, having a small get-together of a birthday party, not unlike...
Let me rewind that a little bit.
A few days later, on July 3rd, Anna turned 15 years old. She hung out with her father and Michelle, having a small get-together of a birthday party not unlike any other. Nobody really thought anything was wrong, aside from her depression, which had already been continuing for months, even years at this time. Nobody would have ever expected what was going to happen within the next few days.
But I remember, hold on, let me read this. But I remember accidentally broke my TV one time. My mom beat me so bad the school called the cops when they see me, bruh. Oh my God. Nigga, were you bleeding? I don't think I've ever gotten a whooping that bad. I remember my grandma one time, like, she lived out in the country. She made me pick a switch off the tree. Made me pick my own switch off the tree. I was like, yeah, this one look good. She's like, oh, okay. We go back in the house. She's like, well, yeah, why don't you get ready for your shower and stuff? So I'm taking my clothes off, you feel me? I'm feeling good, finna hop in the shower. And she come in there, she called me like cheeks out, bro. My cheeks are out, exposed. It's nothing else I can do. And she come in there and, nigga, y'all know the rest, nigga. Still just Rick was crying like a still just bitch, nigga. And that's just real, you know what I'm saying? But let's keep going with this story, though.
July 6th, 2017. Peggy Schroeder was coming home from work just like any other day. Recently, she had been working a side job in addition to her main job in order to save up a little extra for the kids. Coming home exhausted, she was surprised to see Anna greet her at the door, seeming chipper. Anna told Peggy that she had a surprise for her, urging her to sit down in the living room. Peggy sat down in the chair, wondering what kind of gift awaited her. Anna told her not to peek before putting a towel over her face. Anna then pulled out her mother's gun, a .38 special revolver that she managed to get her hands on. While Peggy awaited her surprise, Anna pulled the gun up to her head and fired right between her eyes. Peggy fell to the ground on the living room floor as blood seeped out all over the room.
That's crazy. Imagine. See, now it makes me not want to have kids. I tell my son he can't bring no little girls to try and thrash in the house, and he want to shoot me in the head. These kids are outrageous these days, bro. I was not raised like that. I ain't never had no thought like this in my life, bro. Lock her up, facts. She need to go to the pound.
Anna then began to panic, barely able to breathe. The first thing she did was pick up the phone and call Rachel. She told her that it was done. She finally did it. At first, Rachel didn't believe her, thinking it was just a joke. Anna quickly ended that suspicion by sending a photo of her mom's recently murdered dead body on the floor.
Oh, she is a fucking idiot. So y'all just gon'... I can't even remember what I was doing at 14, bro. Now that I think about it. Black Ops 3, I think. 2K17. Not murdering my mom. And texting my girl about, like, what makes... I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like, it's scary because, like, it's a lot of stories like that coming out. It is crazy. Rick, you're not OG. Bro, oh God, I'm an OG. With Black Ops 3, at least. Let's not get crazy.
Rachel said she was still afraid that this was all a joke. But Anna swore it was true. Rachel said it better not be a joke. Rachel really wanted her mother to be dead. Anna said, "I love you so much," saying that she was starting to calm down. Rachel then returned the affection. She expressed that she wished she could have been there with Anna when she did it. However, Rachel was taking it easy at the moment, chilling at Wendy's with her family. She said that she couldn't break away right now, but she would come over later. She tried to reassure Anna by saying that, until that point, she could keep texting her the whole time at least. She urged Anna to calm down, but nothing was really working.
Hold on. Let's read these messages. I need you right now, Rachel. I have to. I'm sorry, Anna. Just keep talking to me, okay? No, Rachel, I can't do this. She just killed her mom for you, and you can't do this because you at Wendy's? What is this? I don't know what the fuck that says. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna just say I'm gonna cry. Can you please hurry? And I'll be there. We will eat fast, I promise, okay? Yeah, this
assured her
this
that
terrible.
She would just eat more quickly. Anna said that she felt she was going to be sick.
That nigga Wyatt crazy. The nigga Wyatt said, bro, you kill your mom just to fuck that fat little shit. Bro, I told y'all, I tell y'all this all the time. Horniness is the most powerful human emotion. Like, I'm not gonna lie. This girl literally killed her mom out of horniness. Out of horniness. I need y'all to. She killed her mom for coochie. That's crazy. Not eating fast, bro. She pounding back 2 double bacon. Oh my god.
With Rachel responding, "I'ma be there soon. Go to the bathroom then." Anna expressed fear that someone would see the body, that she would be caught, that her dad and Michelle would never speak to her again. Rachel replied once more, telling Anna that she wouldn't get caught, that she was on her way to help. Strangely, she added that she might be, quote, laughable upon arriving because she was about to take ibuprofen for her cramps, adding, "So don't get weirded out if I see your mom and start laughing." To which Anna simply responded,
she not getting no bail, she not getting nothing. She not getting nothing. Bro, what do you mean don't be weirded out if I pull up and see your mom and I laugh? What?
Okay. Rachel then continued,
These
saying,
girls were evil.
"I'm sad that you're upset, but I would be too. I can't wait to see you." Before asking, "So what are we going to do with the body again?" Anna said, "I feel like I need to tell Michelle or my dad." Rachel then said, "Anna, don't. You'll go to jail. Promise me, whatever you do, you can't tell anyone." Once Rachel was good and done with her Wendy's, her mom agreed to give her a ride out to Anna.
If she's smart enough to know that you can go to jail for murder, what does she think the iCloud is? Like, how do you have all these text messages and you sending a picture of a dead body and you think that's not going to get y'all caught? That's not going to get y'all caught. What's going to get y'all caught is telling everybody else about. No, it's too late.
Anna's house. Rachel told Anna to be outside when they arrived. Once the two pulled up to the home, Anna and Rachel started talking outside until Rachel's mom got bored and left, a ploy to keep her from entering the house. Once the coast was clear, the
man said, "You think Kylie Jenner news leaked, but your picture safe?" Bro, and I hate to bring this up, but if somebody can go to the deepest, darkest parts of the internet and go grab Sketch's portfolio, I'm gonna just leave it at that. Portfolio. What makes you think that they won't find out that you sending pictures of a body that you like from your mom that you just murdered and y'all in the same house? That's ridiculous.
The two girls walked into the living room. Rachel was happy to see Peggy's body on the floor of the living room, surrounded by a pool of blood. The two then discussed how they were going to clean up the scene and dispose of the body. They spent the rest of the night trying to clean the blood out of the carpet without having much luck. To make things a bit more bearable, they decided to move Peggy's body from the living room into her bedroom. They placed her on the floor and covered her with a sheet. Needing a little bit of a break, the two girls left the home and headed out to a local Subway to get some sandwiches. Anna, having no appetite, went to the bathroom to throw up while Rachel chowed down. Around this point, Anna heard on the phone that her father was coming into town. She felt that she couldn't face him after what she did.
I don't want to hide.
How do they keep eating, bro? I don't know. I guess it's like the way they coping or something. But I'm not gonna lie. This is one of the craziest stories I've ever heard. That nigga said, "Fat fuck, you just went to Wendy's." Nah, she going crazy. That's all she doing. That's all she want to do is fucking eat. She low-key like me for real, but I'm not finna, you know what I'm saying, murder nobody or convince nobody to murder. Like, yeah, we not doing that. But the fucking and eating, hey, you feel me? You feel me? Let's keep going though.
She couldn't face him after what she did. Heard on the phone that her father was coming into town. She felt that she couldn't face him after what she did. They discussed disguising themselves and running away together. The two girls then headed over to a convenience store nearby. Peggy's own debit card in hand, they bought some more cleaning supplies along with some hair dye to change up their looks. They came back to the house and continued to try to clean up the carpet, but they couldn't completely get the blood out. The idea of running away started to seem like their best bet as they faced the reality that hiding all of this wasn't going to be as easy as it was in the movies.
Thanks.
Anna dyed her hair black while Rachel went for red. After trying to clean for a little longer, they went to bed. They woke up the next.
So they thought they was just going dye their hair, and go to Subway, and everything was like, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
This morning and filled up their backpacks with necessities. They decided that they had no option left but to burn the entire house down. There was no way that they could clean up the whole mess and manage to hide the body. After that, they figured they would run. So the two girls went into Peggy's bedroom.
So far.
Rachel took the lead and started to set fire to the room. However, even this wasn't going so well. She couldn't seem to get the fire going. After quite a while, she finally managed to light the sheet covering Peggy's body and some linen on the bed. Then the two took their leave. The girls made their way over to Kelly Park. There they threw Peggy's phone in a park trash can. Then they walked northwest to a graveyard and disposed of the gun there. However, instead of running away together as planned, the two decided to part ways there. Once again, running away sounded easy on paper, but it wasn't so easy to put into practice. Rachel went back to her mom's house, and Anna went back to stay with her dad. It wasn't too long after Peggy's neighbors started to smell a strong scent of burning plastic that they called 911. An off-duty firefighter was actually in the area and started the process of breaking the door down and stopping the fire. Once the police arrived to the small home, it seemed like nothing more than a standard house fire while the occupants were out. That was until they discovered Peggy's body within the home. The neighbors were shocked once they heard what had happened, saying, "She was a good person, and it's a tragedy what happened. You definitely don't expect it, especially just next door." Anna was already regretting what she had done. She wrote a final message to Facebook, saying, "I don't even know if you can see me right now, but if you can, I just want you to know that you were my best friend. I wasn't always the best daughter, and I'm so sorry. I love you so much, Mom. I just want you to know, and I'll never forget you."
It's too. What the fuck? You shot her in the head. Oh my god. It might have been a day, and you. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. When I was a legit after a whooping, I said I was gonna run away and shit, and never kill my mama. Gonna get Subway and burn the house down. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. My grandma used to like. I used to get a lot of whoopings from my grandma, right? Like, she was standing on business with a young nigga. Feel me? So I did have a little journal. Like, I'm talking about, I'm like 7 or 6 at the time. But I was like, man, I didn't say no crazy shit. I was like, I'm tired of Gigi. Gigi makes me mad. I wish I had a bike so I could get away from Gigi. I remember I wrote that specifically. I don't know what I was thinking. Thought I was Shakespeare or some shit. Yeah, bro, but never kill my mom. Like, what? Never, like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Because she understands the consequences. She said, "I love you so much, I'll never forget you." It's too late now. She's dead. These kids are ridiculous.
Rachel set her backpack down at her home, still filled with food, necessities, and Peggy's debit card along with some of her belongings. She sat down for a bit before blowing up and confessing the entire thing to her mother. Her mom, in shock, couldn't think of anything to do but to take her down to the police department. They went down to the Whiteside County Sheriff's Department where Rachel got a good bit of questioning. She told the police everything, giving them the location of Peggy's phone and the gun used in the murder. Not even 12 hours after the fire was set, Rachel was arrested. She told the police where Anna was as well.
So they just did this for no fucking reason. Rest in peace to the mom.
Well, and soon enough they tracked her down to her dad's house in Walnut and took her in too. By 2 a.m. on July 9th, both girls were formally taken into police custody, a juvenile detention center, all ready to await their trials. Anna's sister, Kayleen, reacted with disbelief. She spoke out to the media herself.
She's never been known to be violent or to just burst into moods like this. I don't know what was going through her mind. She gave us a second chance at life. She just threw away her life and my mom's.
That is crazy. And you got to talk about it on the news. Your sister killed your mom. Like, that's crazy. They even fuck once. Bro. And that I think is the craziest part of all of this. You did all of this, came up with a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Because realistically, y'all waited out. Y'all waited out maybe a year or two. When are y'all gonna get a car? You know what I'm saying? You get a little slop top and the goddamn. But instead, you want to kill your mom?
For the time being, the future of the two girls was really up in the air. Daryl and Michelle were left wondering what fate awaited Anna, while also left to grapple with the fact that she had killed her own mother, their ex-wife and friend. Despite the severity of the crime, it looked like both of the girls were going to be charged as juveniles. After all, Rachel was only 15, and Anna had only been 15 herself for 3 days before the crime took place. It was looking like they would be jailed until they were 21 years old. Anna's lawyer, Jim Mertes, said, "My client is a young child and needs to be viewed as the law views her, as a young child." Rachel tried to get a softer sentence by saying that she only helped Anna with the crime, saying that
I ain't gonna lie, that little low cut, that fucking undercut, that was never gonna get you a lower sentence. And then you walking in there, see, they got the messages, so it's like not really getting no lower sentence. Her gut is leaning over her shit when she walk. I mean, it ain't my place to say.
She knew Anna already had her mother's gun and feared she might kill her too. When it was shown that she willingly came out to the house, she instead changed her story by saying that she was worried Anna might hurt herself. All of this was easily disproven by their text messages. After a few months, it came to be known that the girls were out of luck. Rachel's case was moved up to adult court in April of 2018, and Anna's case soon followed suit in June. The prosecutors were able to successfully argue that the two needed to be charged as adults due to how severe the crime truly was, adding that Peggy wasn't even unsupportive of the girls' relationship when this cold-blooded murder took place. A judge agreed, saying that she couldn't get past the callousness of Anna's crime and that Rachel had many opportunities to leave. Rather than being incarcerated until turning 21, Anna was now facing from 20 to 60 years in prison on her murder charges. Specifically, she was charged with first-degree murder, arson, and concealment of a homicide. Rachel herself was charged with helping her cover up the crime, facing 12 years in prison for arson and concealing a homicide. Anna was to be held on a $1 million bond, while Rachel was set at $250,000. January of 2020, Anna's trial finally came around. According to Anna, during early hearings, the whole murder was Rachel's idea and she had egged her on to do it. She said that the motive was that Peggy was planning to end their relationship. Anna's lawyers also asserted that she couldn't be held responsible for the crime because at the time she was...
Bro, this nigga Wyatt is hilarious. He said, bro, her shirt say stay strong. You literally folded under zero pressure. Oh my god. I mean, she was never gonna be able to hold a secret like that in. Like, I knew that from the jump, but it's like, come on, bruh. Like, really? This girl just killed her mom for you, and you gonna fold in less than a day without Subway? That's ridiculous, bruh. Ridiculous.
Being forced to take a drug called Zoloft, an antidepressant. Zoloft had been being blamed for certain crimes in the media at the time, making that a plausible route to take. It was said that Anna had bad experiences with Zoloft as a child, once even causing her to hallucinate. Despite this, she was put back onto the medication about 3 months before the murder occurred, and even had her dose doubled. The defense argued that she couldn't understand right or wrong at the time due to this fact. To be specific, James Mertes told the court that being forced to take the medication, quote, deprived her of substantial capacity to appreciate the criminality of her conduct or conform her conduct to the requirements of the law. Anna decided to plead guilty to a charge of murder.
That's a whole lot of yapping. Deprived her of substantial capacity to appreciate the criminality. Yeah, basically, he trying to say she was so fucked up that she didn't even know what she was doing. She didn't even know how illegal the shit she was doing with. Yeah, we're not buying that, bro. We're not buying that.
Requirements of the law. Anna decided to plead guilty to a charge of murder, with the charges of arson and concealment being dropped,
I know what
as well
he's
as
saying,
the charge of first-degree murder being downgraded to a second-degree charge. Soon enough, it came time for Anna's sentencing. A detective that had been on the case since the very beginning was called to the stand, forced to look at the gruesome crime scene photos once more as he told the tale of everything he had seen from beginning to end. Eventually, Peggy's sister Charlene was called up to the stand, where she spoke of hearing of the murder for the first time and the effect it had on her family. She said that part of her had died.
Peggy was the most loving, caring person that I knew. She was so happy and felt complete when she adopted you and Kay. Peggy adored you and loved you with her whole heart. Peggy worked so much to make sure that you had everything that you needed and take you on the little trips that you'd like to make with your friends. This horrific act has affected hundreds of people. Her Law family, who I speak to frequently, and there are still so many tears. After I got that call that her house was on fire, then there was a body in the house. By the time I finally got you to show up, I already knew it was you. I thought I had it figured out, that you maybe lost your temper and pushed Peggy and she hit her head. Or maybe she was napping and you were cooking and left the stove on and left the house. Your dad called that night and said he needed to talk to me and my family the next day. I told him I knew, but he wouldn't say anything. He just cried. And he told us what happened, that you told Peggy you had a surprise for her, covered her face with a towel, and shot her in the head. I was in disbelief.
Prosecutors argued that this case deserved the maximum sentence available, that of 20 years.
It low-key does.
Anna's defense disagreed.
It low-key does. It's just too intentional.
I want to start off by saying I'm sorry. To my family, I'm very sorry. I'm a child who shot and killed her own mom. That is how people know me. That's how people will always know me. And that's how I deserve to be known. But
why she sound like Catch Me Outside girl a little bit? Why she sound like Bad Baby a little bit? What the fuck going on? Why she... Do y'all hear that? Or am I just tweaking? Well, chat. What have we learned today? Do not kill your mom. Just don't do that. Lust and horniness is the most powerful emotion of all. And don't text your friend a picture of the evidence and keep the phone. Just don't do that. You feel me? But hey man, if you guys enjoyed this video, y'all let me know. I'm gonna probably start doing these way more often. So if y'all want to send me videos that y'all want me to react to, y'all tap into the Discord. Like I said, we live on Kick right now. Everyone dislike. Yeah, you're such a L, Watermelon. Like, can you just act right for a few minutes? That's why I'm not playing Roblox tonight. Oh yeah, but if you haven't already, y'all go ahead, like, comment, and hit that subscribe button. We are on our way to 1,000 subs, man. We are on our way in a hurry, so y'all jump on the bandwagon. And other than that, this been your boy Still Just Rick, and I'm out. Peace.